What's up? I'm Ellie.
And I'm Booster.
And welcome to NecroNews, where we go over the latest gaming news from the last week.
We read the news so you don't have to.
And remember to join the Discord if you want to submit any news articles, and as always, the links to everything we talk about will be linked down below. Overwatch 2's first new character, Kiriko, was discovered by a leak. The game itself was announced to launch in October, and details regarding getting heroes has been leaked, and it's been making a lot of players very upset.
Yeah, much like in Fortnite, you'll need to buy a battle pass or grind heavily to unlock the characters, which is a discovery many people have declared is the final nail in the coffin for Overwatch 2.
Blizzard VP John Spector addressed some of the leaks, stating that you'll have free paths to get heroes in future seasons, which might mean that if you miss Kiriko this season, you'll have to wait until she comes back into the rotation.
Which, as Ellie will tell you, is terrible for a hero and skill-based game like Overwatch, but hey, if LoL does it.
I mean, she's basically just a LoL character.
She does look like a League of Legends character, yes.
She looks like she plays like a League character. As someone who doesn't play League.
As someone who, yeah.
She looks like that other... How many Fox girls are in League?
There's a lot of Fox girls.
Okay, well, she basically looks like all of them. Even though I only know like one or two.
Yeah. Yeah, well, are you getting Overwatch 2?
No!
Oh, okay. Okay, alright.
Also, does anyone else remember how Blizzard tried to protect their female characters by damning anyone who tried to make porn of them, but then didn't do the same with their actual female employees? Yeah, that's still on my mind. As a follow-up from last week, Sony has responded to the possibility of Call of Duty being more accessible on Microsoft Game Pass.
Phil Spencer of Microsoft stated recently that they had guaranteed Call of Duty on PlayStation with feature and content parity for several years.
However, PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan stated in a recent interview that in actuality Microsoft only offered COD to remain on PlayStation for only 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends.
Now, this is just my take on it, but had he left it there and stated that these grounds were simply just not good enough, I'd probably take his side. Would you? Also? Yeah. Okay, fair. But no, he didn't. Jimmy then goes on to complain that it's been 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, and the proposal Microsoft gave to Sony failed to take into the account the impact to our gamers.
I mean, consoles are expensive. It's hard pressed to buy a single console, much less two.
But that's the point that they're making, is no one's going to buy a PlayStation now.
As if there's any other games on PlayStation 5.
But that's literally their point.
Yeah.
Is that they have no reason to buy a PlayStation now.
Oh, okay. And to add to this, while Sony has decent grounds to object, none of this even applies, as all of this whining hinges on what the UK's CMA finds in their investigation.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But you know what? This isn't just us here. We love to see what you guys have to say about stories like this.
Mm-hmm. Is Xbox being unfair, or is Sony being a big baby about everything? Let us know in the comments down below, especially if you live in the UK.
Dick.
Surprisingly, we have a lot of Cyberpunk news this week.
Which is important because this week I'll be playing Cyberpunk for the first time.
That will be fun. First of all, though, CD Projekt Red has released their modding tool for Cyberpunk called Red Tool. It's a free DLC that integrates support for installing and loading mods into the game and allows you to create custom sounds, animations, scripting, more. It's basically the Gamebryo creation kit, but for Red Engine.
Mm-hmm. The modding tool will receive updates, and pre-installed mods will still work with it, but will not appear inside the tool's mod loader. Additionally, Phantom Liberty has been announced as the only planned expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. Set for a 2023 release, the expansion will add a new district, new weapons, and more story.
And Keanu will be back as Johnny Silverhand. And this will be an unpopular opinion, but I think Keanu really called it in for the VA of Johnny.
He's not just the VA, he's the model.
He did a really lackadaisical job. It really feels like he's just reading off the script majority of the time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk's production director How do you say Polish names? What are Polish names? Jadrez Mroz?
Almost. It's actually Yendije Maruz.
Yenderez Maruz.
Yendije Maruz.
Yenderje Maruz.
Oh boy, the Polish people in our audience are going to scream.
Anyway, he's left CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, he didn't give a real reason as to why, but he does say, "Thank you, CD Projekt Red, for a spectacular 15 years. See you guys around. I will miss you. Time for something new."
And finally, patch 1.6 for Cyberpunk has just recently come out. This patch provides some free content affiliated with upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 anime Edgerunner.
So over the weekend, there was a Ubisoft event that outlined some very exciting upcoming games that even I'm excited for.
That's right. To begin with, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope will not only have some of that thick poltergeisty, but also Rayman himself will be in the game as DLC.
So that pirate game, Skull of Bones, that we keep ripping on, will have crossplay and the PvP can turn off. This game is going to be terrible.
The Division is getting 2 new games, Heartland, which will be free to play, and Resurgent, which is a mobile game.
Rocksmith Plus will be released and is like Guitar Hero for people who want to play the guitar.
A few new Assassin's Creed titles were also announced, the most significant one being Assassin's Creed Mirage, which takes place in 9th century Baghdad and sees returning character Basim. Did I say that right?
Maybe.
Anyway, he'll be returning from Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
And what did you think of the trailer? I did make you watch it.
Yeah, it literally just looks like the very first Assassin's Creed, but with like more gadgets.
I'm okay with that though. That's one of my favorite ones.
I'm okay with it too, but I haven't been in the Assassin's Creed sphere since Ezio's story ended.
Yeah, well, that's all you ever cared about.
Yeah.
They also announced a few other titles, one being Assassin's Creed Jade, a mobile game that takes place in 215 BC China, Assassin's Creed Codename Red, which takes place in feudal Japan and is apparently a significant title in the series, and Assassin's Creed Codename Hexy. It's probably just Hex. But
I think it's just Hex.
It's spelled Hexy, but I'm completely speculating, but almost 100% sure it has to do with either Druids or Roanoke.
Roanoke would be cool.
Yeah, Roanoke would be cool.
The last thing they announced was Assassin's Creed Infinity, which they tout as, and I quote, Assassin's Creed hub serving as a single point of entry for fans to the totality of it, which what does that mean?
Well, that's it for this week's news. There was a lot of it and had some good stuff. Like last week, there are a lot of games coming out this week as well. A couple of ones I want to highlight. Yoko Taro's new game, Voice of Cards, The Beasts of Burden, comes out, which it'll probably be canon to literally everything else that he's done.
Yeah.
As well as Metal Hellsinger, which is a heavy metal-based, roguelite, first-person shooter rhythm game. And The Wandering Village, which is a city builder put on the back of a giant walking beast that you actually have to take care of.
So it's like that one movie that was kind of a parody of BioShock, but on wheels.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, yes.
And here's our schedule for next week. It's Cyberpunk week with us playing Stray and Cyberpunk 2077.
And I'll be doing a rent-a-thon this weekend where I play a little-known game called Rise of the Argonauts in a single 12-hour sitting. If you don't know what it is, it's a retelling of Jason and the Argonauts, a famous Greek mythology tale. It's super fun from what I've played. Will you hang out with it?
I'll try.
Neat. I think you'll enjoy that.
And as always, we love to hear what you guys have to say, so let us know what you guys think about the stories down below in the comments.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all the latest gaming news, nonsense, and other stuff we get up to here. Until next time, guys.
Bye! Wait, what? Until next time.
Okay. Until next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.